school on the blue line, and no one gets quirks formidable like you.
Banana, banana, hanging from a tree, with a bunch of friends like me, getting yellow in the sun.
Or the Dovers is really a cosmic flyer. I bumped into Dallas, Michelle, and Jenny Rowland. The most disorganized person I've ever met. And yet, I like her.
It's quite nice. Perhaps a little dowdy.
Mother and Father have to be careful. We all do. People are looking for us galaxy-wide. And even though Locks, gorgeous Locks, is there to help us, danger could come from anywhere.
Please, Charlotte, this won't take a minute. Estrella, tell me about your time in Peru. What was the name of your last school?
Anywhere.
This is a great honor.
Yes, it is.
Have you located Hex yet?
I have informers watching for her everywhere. On Zergon and all its moons.
And?
I'm afraid it's just possible she may have gone beyond the boundaries.
But you assured us that nobody could leave our planetary system.
She is wily beyond her years.
We want her urgently. It's either her or you.
Rusty, stop that! It's bad for your kidneys! Right, I'll let it finish! Your eyes will be good for a few light years yet!
You're not just a pretty face, Yorp. Well, I must admit I know what I'm doing. And if I say so myself, it's been a pleasure doing it for you, Heckler. You don't mind if I call you Heckler, do you?
That's my name.
It's not often I meet a woman I can talk to. It's not often I meet a woman. Funny, isn't it? They used to swoon over me once. Yes, that's right. I used to be a shuttle pilot in my younger days. You wouldn't know to look at me now, would you?
Oh, I wouldn't say that. You're...
After you. I never liked any of it, you know.
The constant travel?
No, the glamour. Oh, the image you have to keep up to. The insincerity of it all. Oh, well, I guess I'd better let you and Zeppy go.
Hasta la vista, baby! Yodeling. I'm going!
foreign forces must have traced us and come all the way here to arrest poor father, and Mother refused to be parted from him.
I'm sure there's no need for concern. Mother is still...
Shh.
Hello? Oh. Primitive lock and key things, aren't they just awful? Whatever's the matter?
We thought you were the chief.
Chief, don't be silly.
Where on the planet have you been?
Sorry I'm late. I just didn't notice time rush by while I was chatting with Andrea.
Then the job's going well?
I don't have to process my own designs, simply create them on paper. And at the end of each week, I am paid a huge salary.
And where's Father?
You're not going to be very pleased, X.
You seem so angry. And all over a bit of humming spider lace.
It's not hurting anyone.
She was furious when she caught me gambling. I was about to win some very big currency, too.
She's taking her job so seriously.
I wish you wouldn't.
Somebody has to.
Maybe we should just hide it.
No. We can't disobey X. Can we?
Perhaps we could bend the rules just a little.
No, Mother. We can't make things any worse for her. Can we? No, it's... When she gets emotional, everything seems to go wrong.
X doesn't get emotional.
She has today.
Where is she?
In her room.
I'm so hungry.
We'll get supper then.
What time it is here?
Yes, I know, Locke. I'm sorry to disturb you at such an hour, but has the government fallen?
No. I can't talk now.
Is someone with you?
No.
Locke, hurry up.
Are you well, Locke? Are you happy?
I've got to go. It's getting late.
Can I come in?
No. I'm just thought beaming the Space Shuttle Center.
The beam's fading, Locke. I just want to say things are going well. I miss you.
I've got to go. Interrupted sleep does ruinous things to my complexion. Please remember that in future.
Goodbye, Locke.
Put some of these in. They're very cunningly designed. It's a sort of a protective coating, and inside are sweet green balls of vegetable matter. Very pleasant.
Where's X?
I think she's beaming Locks.
Didn't she beam Locks last night?
Yes.
Poor thing. She must be homesick.
I really wish she'd let us bring a few more things down from Zircon. It'd make us feel so much more at home here, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I suppose she does have a point. If we're to remain undetected here, then we shouldn't have anything they don't have.
Yes, but what difference would a simple bowl of glass flowers make?
But what's the point, Mother? We'll be going back any day now.
I wouldn't be sure of that. Locke says the government hasn't fallen yet.
I do hope it's safe to return home soon. How I miss those fifth-day luncheons.
And I miss my cosmic flyer training sessions.
And I miss my laboratory.
It's funny. I don't miss much at all. This is really quite a nice place. When you get used to it.
There's no limits to the ride for the universal traveler. Slipping past the sleeping stars bush. With a racket and a din and a ding ding. There's no limits to the ride with a zing zing. Oh, what's that supernova coming up? Whoosh! We're dawdling, Zippy. What do you say to a bit of speed? Now, where's the overdrive? Oh, feel it go, Zippy. Come on, faster, faster!
So without these complex irrigation systems, a lot of the land that we depend upon would be agriculturally unproductive. It really is very interesting. Now, would someone like to read from their research homework last night? Estrella, what have you written?
I call it simply water. Deep black blue, the water of the ocean bed. Unknown creatures glide just out of sight. Ahead or watching, eyes guide me on my quest for shore. I scuttle crab-like across the broken floor.
That's very nice, Estrella, but it's not what I asked for.
But it's about being where you don't belong.
This is a geography class. We deal in facts here. I leave poetry to the English department.
But poetry is truth.
Estrella, geography is a science. Sit, please. Anyone else? Sally Webster?
The reason for land to be agriculturally unproductive may be loss of water in the earth due to a drought season.
1, 2, 3. Yes, sir, 3 sides too. 1 for the master and 1 for the dame, and 1 for the big family. Well done, children, but I think that's enough for today. Thank you, boys. Now, have you all done your homework as I've asked?
George has.
Yes, I'm sure he has, Melissa.
But George has got lots of funny words in here.
Would you like to show us your homework, George?
Here it is.
Thank you.
That's very good, Charlotte. You've picked that up extremely well.
But I got quite a few wrong, Miss Harrow.
How odd. You got harder ones than that right yesterday. What a curious girl you are.
I'm sorry to disturb you. Miss Brewster would like to see Charlotte, please.
Charlotte, leave your books. Go with Miss Payne, please.
We've all heard a lot about the depletion of the ozone layer, and in particular, its effect on our climate. Our weather pattern seems to be going through quite noticeable changes, and
Did George really do all this homework by himself, Charlotte? Estrella doesn't know. She said I should ask you.
Well, I gave him one example to start with, but no more. Hasn't he completed it?
Oh, yes. He's completed it all right.
Apple, aragonite, apogiotropism, azagus.
Antonomasia, autochthonism.
Oh.
Not only did George spell all those words correctly, he knew what every single one of them meant.
Really?
Have you ever had an intelligence test, George?
I said them, Miss Brewster. He means he sat them. 1 or 2 in the past.
And what were the results?
George's score shows that he has no more than average intelligence.
Average intelligence? I find that hard to accept. Miss Payne and I think that to keep George in his present class would be a waste of his time and ability. And with that in mind, I'd like to discuss... Oh, who am I speaking to, please? Oh, Mr. Jackson. It's Miss Brewster. Yes, yes. Well, I wondered if you and your wife could call in to see me. Well, to discuss your children's school day. Tomorrow morning? At 9 o'clock? Excellent. I look forward to seeing you. Goodbye. I'm looking forward to discussing your past, Charlotte. With all details.
I would much rather have lived up in the mountains.
But Lima sounds very exciting.
Yeah, and it's got the best university in Peru.
Wait a minute, huh? Perhaps we could have had 2 residences. Lake Titicaca, say, where we could have spent the summer months, and Lima for the winter.
Yeah, and the academic year.
And a boutique for me.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't really like the sound of Lima.
Excuse me. Excuse me, everyone. We're never actually going to live in Peru, so it doesn't matter where we choose. So long as we all agree on our story.
But, X, it was you who said it must be convincing to fool Miss Brewster.
Yes.
Well, do you think she'd believe that I would live in an overcrowded city when I have the Andes at my back door? Because I don't believe it.
And Quirk must have his university, X.
Yeah.
And Dovis could have gone to boarding school in the Andes.
Yes.
Yeah, and I could have got to keep it simple. Otherwise, we'll get caught out.
Ah, this one's ideal. Santa Rosa Convent in Cusco.
Yeah.
And look at their lovely uniforms.
And close to Lima. You can come home for the weekend.
home locks. I need to talk to someone about my problems, my family. Where are you, my dear Locks? I hope tomorrow never comes.
The cuisine is a mixture of Spanish and Incan delicacies with an emphasis on corn, chili, mixed vegetables, and some chopped meat. Buenos dias, Ex.
Great ahoy!
Come and try some. Come on. I think you'll be amused by the chili.
Oh, have some, X. The burning sensation of chili is quite... Whew.
Estrella was judged overall winner in the Cusco Tango competition.
She was the first Santa Rosa girl to get into the finals. The nuns were very sweet about it in the end.
Would you like to see some, Miss Brewster? I dance better at altitude, of course.
Another time, perhaps. You must be very pleased as to how quickly Estrella has made friends here.
Particularly as she was so close to the Velasquez girls. I ran a boutique for Inez Velasquez in Lima.
Really? Well, Mr. and Mrs. Jackson, the reason I've asked you to come in is to discuss George's scholastic future.
Ah, yes, well, a boy who comes top of his class in the whole of Peru.
Really? Charlotte said he showed only average intelligence.
Oh, no.
Poor Charlotte. I'm afraid she's taken the move here harder than any of us.
Oh. What is it you miss most, Charlotte?
I think it's just a general homesickness. Isn't it, Charlotte?
Oh, dear.
You're really convincing, Dovis. I'll never believe another word you say.
Your muchas gracias, Miss Brewster. Nice detail quirk. I told you, you worry about nothing, X. Nobody suspects a thing. Did Mother or Father give us away? Relax.
All that talk about Peru has made me homesick, too.
But we were never there.
Not for Peru, for Zirgon.
Ah.
Father, do you think there's something we could do to make Renmark Street a little more homely?
You know, your sister's really pretty. But she's weird. Yeah, and I hear your brother showed the class how to repair a broken computer terminal with bubble gum. You're all weird in your family. We're a perfectly normal family. We're quite ordinary. Ask Miss Brewster. We're exactly the same as you. Thanks a lot. We do the same things. We eat the same food. Our house looks exactly the same. And if you don't believe me, come and see for yourself. Now, perhaps some other time. No, now's fine. I'll come too, Charlotte. Don't worry.